Hi, and welcome to the short video that explains how you can use Clarity to map business objectives to investments. This is the second step in implementing digital product management in your organization. We will use the example of a fictitious bank named Headmoral that is transforming itself. While Headmoral is a fictitious bank, all the challenges it faces are drawn from real scenarios our customers face every day. Rita, Headmoral's CEO, has laid out a charter for her organization to help it succeed in the digital world. The product management team has already mapped the investments in Headmoral to relevant products. The digital banking product has emerged as one of their more critical products. The product management team at Headmoral now wants to present a plan for the digital banking product. They want to demonstrate the product's strategy, its contribution, as well as its risks. Because Rita and her executive team increasingly focus on business objectives rather than project milestones, roadmaps allow them to map and remap investments with their strategy quickly and easily. Let's follow along as Patrick, a product manager at Headmoral, creates a roadmap for all the investments that are part of the digital banking product. In creating the new digital banking roadmap, we want the roadmap to begin for the current year and list all the applicable investments. Roadmaps are fiscal time period aware, thereby aligning the timeline to the corporate fiscal calendar. We can now see the timeline layout for the roadmap. This layout helps stakeholders and teams visualize and model work over time. Let's add a description for this roadmap. Every roadmap includes items that you want to plan during the roadmap's timeline. Let's create a roadmap item. Click the plus icon and drag to draw the item on the timeline to cover the current year. Let's enter the name of the roadmap item and update the dates. Because the roadmap is meant to display investments associated with the digital banking product, let's link the digital banking user experience investment to this roadmap as well. This ensures that the roadmap reflects the latest financial data associated with this investment. Patrick wants to model all existing investments that are part of the digital banking product. We can now import these investments as roadmap items. Let's start by importing the relevant projects into the roadmap. Let's import the Minimal Online Shopping Release 4.0 project as the roadmap item. We can use the search option in the grid to locate and import this project. Similarly, let's import other relevant objects such as custom investments and ideas as roadmap items. The timeline layout now includes all the investments that are linked to the digital banking product. Let's configure these investments so that stakeholders can review them at a single glance and make relevant decisions. We can start by ensuring that the roadmap items are spread out over months so that the stakeholders know exactly when they are planned to be released. We can also configure the roadmap items to display key metrics. The stakeholders at Headmoral are interested in viewing the benefit, capital cost, and total cost of each investment. Let's configure the roadmap items to display these in detail. Let's help Patrick define the dependencies between various roadmap items. The real-time analytics investment depends on the data generated by the loan application investment. We can also help Patrick tell a story around these investments by grouping them based on a relevant theme. Patrick wants to associate each investment with the business objectives that have been defined by the organization. These are: increase customer satisfaction, expand in domestic markets, digitize the bank, and increase profitability. Let's create a pick list named Theme. A pick list enables users to quickly and easily create new ways of segregating and evaluating roadmap items. We can add the relevant entries to the pick list and associate colors with each entry. The executive team also measures investments based on customer impact. Let's create a pick list for that as well and associate relevant colors with it. Quickly, let's set the impact and theme for each roadmap item and configure the roadmap items to be arranged in horizontal swim lanes based on themes and colored by impact. We have now mapped out all the investments associated with the digital banking application in a single roadmap. Executives can use this roadmap to understand and approve the relevant investments. They can also periodically review the progress and spending on each investment, as roadmap items can be synchronized to a specific investment in Clarity. Product managers can create similar roadmaps for each product in Hedmoral. They can also create a master roadmap that lays out the plan for all products. The product management team in Hedmoral Bank has now completed Step 2 of mapping business objectives to investments. In the next video, we will learn how they complete Step 3 by seeing how they can prioritize investments based on business outcomes. For more detailed information about this product, click the information bubble in the top right corner to load the product page.